I should say, I'm like usually really low on Gilded Goose. But I think that in these decks it is like a good card. And you know, Gilded Goose was, you know, at one point a modern staple also. Like it has a lot of deck building requirements, but when you're playing a Sarinth Steelseeker Asmo deck, the value of Goose goes up a lot. And then with 4 Finale, you also like have like turn 2 Asmo so consistently. I do need to get the Boseiju real quick. Seems like it's just 1 mana food token. It's like just definitely not that, and I think like that evaluation is just it's not correct. I don't know what to say. It's only a 1 mana food token if it dies to a removal spell, but that's actually a great exchange for you in this deck when Goose dies to a removal spell, because all of a sudden you're like they're down a removal spell and you still have the food in play. That's a good exchange for you. Losing Rin is rough. I agree losing Rin is rough, but I do think that this, like, the Tyvar Fiend Artisan package is, like, really powerful and is, like, kind of a nice fit here, too. And, you know, and another thing, too, like, when you have 4 Finale, 4 Saga, 4 Asmo, you have really consistent access to Cookbook, which will give you, like, you know, mana generation for Goose, right? Yeah, I don't think you can play Cabin. Oh, I guess you could play Cabin, but the problem is that Cabin plus Bloodghast doesn't work super well. Oh man, Goose is so bad we can't cast it. That being said, can we keep this hand? We go turn 1 Cookbook, discard Bloodghast. As we're on the draw, any black or green source is pretty good, which we have 16 of. On the draw, if we miss... Yeah, let's just mulligan, but... No! Dude, these Shuffler... hates me. The Shuffler is so mad at me. I don't know what's going on the last 2 weeks. Literally, what can I do? What can I do? It just hates me. Re-up premium, I guess, dude. Oh my gosh. It hates me so much lately. I go to Arena, He might have to discard the food token of turn so I can kill something with Asmo. The Yawgmoth matchup I think is pretty bad. We have the Voidwalkers and the Needles. 2 Needles plus board is like an extra one for this matchup. Love to draw Ovalchase Daredevil. Steelseeker would be okay also, I guess. Oh my gosh. Shuffler loves me. The Shuffler loves me. It really loves me. As when the card is so bad versus Yawgmoth. I mean, it's bad against the card Yawgmoth. It's not bad against the Yawgmoth deck. Isn't Force kind of risky? We have Urborg. Oh, but I can't on turn 2 play Saga, right? Yeah, I guess so. I mean, my life total also matters. Gotta take some risks when you mulligan to 5, I guess. Blind Man, 35 months? Something wittical and topical about Kolagon's command. Maybe I need to, like, also... I could also, like, just be thinking about Bloodghast wrong as far as it comes to, like, mana requirements in this deck. Where, like, a lot of times you're just discarding it to a Cookbook. Like, you maybe don't cast the card often enough. How Modern Playable is Mantis Rider? About Modern Playable as Snapcaster Mage and Cryptic Command. They have the Eldritch Evolution. I mean, I'm snap blocking. I guess they just shrink with the Hierarch, though. Mantis Rider was a staple not too long ago. I sometimes I kind of feel like I live in a retirement home for modern players. Not too long ago, Mantis Rider was a modern staple. Why, it was just 2016, which is right now, I think. What year is it? what year is it? Okay, that was the best draw. Yeah, I've been messing around with. It's now Sultai food for sure because you need Haywire Mite over any of the white cards. I've been tweaking the list a little bit. In fact, I've lost to many Mantis Riders in my day. It's a modern staple. Also, like I also don't. Mantis Rider was never a staple. It was an archetype role player, in one deck, you know. Thank you, Nara. Nara with 2 months, thank you. Is Confidant good? Looks pretty sick in this deck. Yeah, the Pro-Humans is so brutal. We really need Joel Steelseeker. If we can Joel Steelseeker, we have a chance. But they also have to have, like, nothing, which is not super likely. This looks all. I like the look of this list a lot. I think that I really dislike the Urza sagas here. I despise the Urza sagas, I guess. Like Urza, like I remember this happened so much like during like the Rakdos Luris days. Like I had like a really sick Rakdos list that, you know, was like winning tournaments and stuff, but there was just like a group of the version that's like, okay, I'm gonna play Urza Saga in this deck with no Ridden 6 and no artifact synergies. And like Urza Saga is just not a broken staple in the sense that you can just register it in any deck and it's going to be good. You have to have like specific powerful artifacts to tutor. You have to have, or a way to recur it with Ridden 6. It's just not good here, in my opinion. And I would not play it for sure. And it's also like Rakdos has. Oh, they didn't sack their wall. Rakdos has like the best utility lands in Modern 2. You have access to like Din of the Bugbear, Castle Lock Dwayne, Shinka Sokuzan, those kind of cards. But honestly, I do think that like Breach as your card advantage spell in Rakdos keeps the curve like really low, and Dark Confidant doesn't look too bad. I think that like if you're playing Dark Confidant, you probably need to be playing like at least 6 1-mana discard spells. So I would be like, I would still be on 22 lands, I think, but we're probably cutting all the Saga targets for 3 Inquisitions, which feel really important. I'd be really likely to play 3rd Heat over 3rd Terminate in the main, 3rd Terminate in the board. And then I think there is an interesting conversation about Fable versus Seasoned Pyromancer. I think I've always felt like Rakdos is a better Seasoned Pyromancer deck than a better Fable deck, and I think that's definitely true here, where like right now you don't have any. I mean, Fable is kind of nice with Saga, but I want to play, especially with my recommendation to cut Saga, you wing Seasoned Pyromancer instead. The list, I don't know. It's weird to me to say this, but the list actually looks kind of good. So, can I explain why discard spells are important with Confidant? Yeah, I can try. It's kind of a complicated topic. I'm gonna concede. Well, maybe I'm not gonna concede. Maybe it's not that complicated, but Dark Confidant card advantage spell. You know, one like cheap one for ones with card advantage spells is like on a very, very surface basic level an important dynamic to have access to. Beyond that, though, like making sure your Dark Confidant doesn't die to a Ridden 6 specifically, or any removal spell, is a good way to ensure that you're going to get that card advantage going. Turn 1 Inquisition of Kozilek, take your removal spell, play your Dark Confidant is kind of a nice curve. Thoughts on Kroxa? Yeah, so like Kroxa plus Breach is awkward. Kroxa plus Breach is awkward, I think. Yeah, I think you just play Breach over Kroxa. It's close though. It's like a conversation. Yeah, and then like also your moons in the sideboard get way better if you're playing if you're not playing Saga. But this actually looks really fun. And then you get to play like real sideboard cards, extra Terminates, Path of Peril on the sideboard for Hammer. Remember when I said I wanted to draw Ovalchase Daredevil really bad? The shuffler's still mocking me. There's only one good Ren deck in the format? I mean, that's not true. I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know. It's also like some people only consider the good decks to be Creativity, Hammer, Scam, Murktide, but there are plenty of, like, you know, Omnath piles. Jund Saga's winning a lot lately. Alright, let's go to game 2. Not even taking a draw step. Gonna bring the Voidwalkers, gonna bring in the Needles. I don't think I want the Nihil Spellbomb. I think we're cutting the Bloodghast. And if we cut the Bloodghast, the Priest is also pretty bad because they have so many Undying creatures. It's good if you have Voidwalker, but hard to have Voidwalker plus Priest plus creatures to sack. I think we cut the 4th Goose. Kind of looks like a good sideboard plan. I think just 1 Grist. Yeah, there's plenty of players who really believe in the 4-color Omnath piles. There's so many. There's not like a standard way to build the deck, and but there are a lot of players that say they're winning a lot with it, and a lot of players that say they're losing a lot with it, and it's kind of hard to evaluate. But it's definitely in the metagame. There's also green-red food. Did the Kiki list get any more results? So we were 7-3 yesterday with the Kiki deck. I liked it. I would play it again. I think there's a good chance we play a league today. Like I honestly wish I had played the Kiki deck on any other day than yesterday because there were Lord of the Rings spoilers, and like despite having like one of the sickest brews this year, I think yesterday chat was just more interested in talking about Lord of the Rings than the deck, which is fine. Any souls today? I know I've been saying this a lot. I'll try. It's been really tough. My sleep schedule's been all over the place, and for me, it has been really difficult to try to keep up with souls, and while my sleep schedule's all fucked. So we'll see. Okay, so if I minus, I'm good against Grist. If I plus, I'm good against Stranglewood guys. I think I'll just plus. Yeah, I've played Elden Ring. Is Tom Bombadil too strong for Modern? Yes. What were they thinking, huh? I guess if they Grist minus my Grist, I'd attack their Grist with my token. Hierarch attack, huh? Okay, big draw stab. Had a Tyvar food combo end up. So I wanted to like pivot to this version. I've been, maybe it's kind of clear from this pivot here that I'm kind of stuck on the best way to build it. And so this version removes Engineer plus the combo for like a much better mana base, and like gets to be in on the I think your Fiend Artisans are better because you have Bloodghast, and you have less 2-drops also, or like less 2-mana creatures, and like you're not as dependent on drawing Aether Vial or something I like also. It's just very tough. I don't know what Starfield is, so currently no plans to play it. The latest Rakdos Blast Stream Deck, or the one I took an event, or Scion. I think I prefer the Scion version. Oh, they have a second Hierarch to kill my Grist. I think I would play the Scion version. They don't kill Grist! Oh, that's such a huge punt. Oh my gosh. Huge punt. Oh, we have a Goose. Sorry. Forgot that this has text, Tom. Yeah, sorry. not a punt at all, actually. I've reevaluated. I've double checked. Actually, just fine standard play. Yeah, just 1 mana food, actually. Yeah, I wonder if I would have blocked. I don't know. Maybe I would have seen it. They can Concord for 3. What would they get here? I didn't see it, Blazing Boggle, but thank you for your resub. Just get Grist? Grist is just dead, though. Are they gonna kill my Voidwalker? Yeah, then their Grist is just dead. This is fine. Yeah, I'm not. The Shire is a really interesting card. I agree. It's kind of hard to tell if it's going to be making the cut. I think it's just the problem is just Inner's tapped almost always. To have Asmo in play. It's also not a forest for Gingerbread Cabin. Can Sam getting back Saga be a thing? I mean, Sam getting back Fetchland Saga is pretty relevant, yeah. I like Sam. I like Sam a lot. So probably equipping Shadow Spear to the Daredevil. Or now I can go like Steelseeker Mega Food. I think that attacking them is really important. I guess they just have the double block though. Yeah, they just have the double block. Never mind. Are any of the cards different from when I've seen them? Yeah, yeah. The One Ring is like really different, but I really like it. Huh. The Artist for Jade Avenger, 100% would I sign a copy of it alongside the Artist signature? I would, sure, yeah. I have maybe more Jade Avenger merch than anybody else. All signed. Or yeah, all the prints are, the painting signed, the print is signed, the proofs are signed. Dude, how do they even pronounce Asmo to name it with Necromantia? Would I be able to tell what is the initial version of the cards I worked on? No, because that's the thing, is like they might end up circling back to older designs that they didn't use, so you can't say what the card used to be. See the Worm in the deck? That card sucks, I don't know. Not what I'm very excited for, no matter what, really. How I have missed Sarinth Steelseeker. How does that work with tournament stuff? I'm not allowed to not play. I can play any tournaments. There was no restriction. Can grist them for at least 6 next turn, maybe more with the Steelseeker. So 7 by discarding the Daredevil, and then we have at least 2 Steelseeker triggers to dig for creatures in the yard. You couldn't block with Goose, yeah, but then I lose my Golden Goose. I want to be able to make food tokens. Tyvar, huh? So we can try to dig for like a Fiend Artisan in the yard and minus the Tyvar. So I don't have Asmo in the deck. They got Necromantia. I think I'm gonna just keep digging. Finally found a Saga. Then second Steelseeker is not too bad. Legacy Urborg Gauntlet Infect Control. Whoa. I'll take a look if you link it. I like Bosch and Rolls decks a lot. So let's get upkeep, double Steelseeker trigger. Could still try to go crazy. We'll see, I don't know. Great, that one. Another Tyvar. That's interesting. So what if we go make a goose or make a food? Draw a card. I can still make a Saga token if I cast this cookbook, since I have the ability to untap the goose with Tyvar. I think it's like a Needle, like kind of locks up the game, so we'll just play kind of patiently. Although they're also like super dead to just construct token. I didn't realize I wasn't subscribed.
The magic. And then proliferate art faces off. The ways to give them a poison are the unblockable Blighted Agent or Prologue to Pheresis. This is probably the easiest one. Each opponent gets a poison counter, draw a card. And after that, once they have the one, the race is on. Experimental Augury.
This looks weird. Like, not playing Ponder in your Urborg Gauntlet deck seems so weird to me. I feel like you would want to be able to like chain cantrips together. Okay, we won game 2. Karn's Bastion is interesting, I don't know. Wrap up cuts the agent. Yeah, I don't think I'd play agent, but the problem is like you only have 4 of these prologue to Pheresis. Like you'd have to play another way to like just like directly poison your opponent. I kind of like the thought. It's probably like, you know, there's a lot of things in Modern though where like you can do like, this is a 3-mana artifact enchantment creature that if you untap and you cast a bunch of non-creature spells with it, you're gonna win the game. Like there's a lot of cards like that exist in this format. I can keep this, and I think that formula is like just not very good typically, and this one kind of seems like it would continue to not be very good. I don't know. Legacy is slower than Modern. Yeah, I know. Or at the very least, like the Forcibles and stuff, Wastelands, slow the game down so much. Very good start for my opponent. If I could see printing a card in Modern Pioneer, what would it be? Innocent Blood is like my #1 pick for like legacy only card going into Modern. I don't know about Pioneer. I don't fucking know. Minsk and Boo. Let's just go crazy. Stevens, 22 months, thank you. I think at the Yawgmoth, we're probably just gonna die, huh? We have Needle off the Saga, I guess. See how they play around that. Yeah, we've got Needle off Saga. Not over. Wow, no responses. We showed them the needle last game. I think I have to play my Tyvar this turn. I have so many Tyvars. Smells like Boseiju. Maybe we also just like can never beat that card, so whatever, right? Ooh. The Voidwalker gives us a chance. We could get Fiend Artisan back as a blocker, but Artisan will even be better later on. Still taking a lot of damage. They might attack the Tyvar. 2 cards in their hand. I like that the self-mill on Tyvar also grows Fiend Artisan. I think that's been a pretty important dynamic in these decks. I'll be given time to my devoted druid build. I honestly like really liked my build for the most part. There's like a couple things I kind of wanted to do differently. I kind of wanted to try like the Fiend Artisan tech there. We'll probably circle back at some point. Damn it. Okay, we have the the Voidwalker in play for now at least. I kind of feel like I have to Tyvar, get back another Voidwalker. Otherwise, they can kill my Voidwalker and start Undying Loop. And pressuring my opponent's life total is relevant. Yeah, I could have attacked first. The problem, like, hopefully they continue, like, them attacking just, like, 4 at Tyvar, not using the Geist, was really big. Oh, holy shit, they didn't use the Canker Boom end of turn. 5. So I have to block with my Steelseeker. This is a 3-2, huh? That's nuts. Everything at me. What about Fiend Artisan and Hollowvine? It's really tough to have like the black-green card in like the mostly red deck. It's like doable. So we can go attack for 6, untap a Dauthi Voidwalker, cast a Strangleroot Geist. Am I really just dying to the beatdowns? They don't have Urborg or Yavimaya, so I can't cast double spell here. Don't cast Strangleroot? Dude, I'm literally gonna die if I don't cast Strangleroot. But I'm gonna die anyways. Goose plus Food Sack. Yeah. I can't cast Goose Artisan, I have a Colorless Land. Still not enough. It is enough. I can block, gain. No, it's enough. The question is, do I... The last card's Court of Calling? How was the last card? Court of Calling. Oh, wait. Oh, I can put an Asmo into play now. Wow. It's so huge. Wait, hold on. Yeah, this kills me. You can use Goose to cast Artisan on tap Goose. Oh, I see, I see. Yeah, of course. Now I can activate Goose, activate Asmo. I guess I could have done this at instant speed also. But then it's probably just better to cast Cookbook, right? Okay, so my current... So they go attack with everything. I kill Blood Artist, and they respond, and Canker Bloom my... Ugh, so tough. Yeah, I think we have to leave up either like a goose activation to kill or food. But even then, we're probably dead. A tough game. You have to kill Cankerbloom. I'm just dead on board if I kill Cankerbloom right now. Yeah, so I have to go like block here, gain 3. And I'm still dead, I think. Yeah, I don't know. Was playing Cookbook not free? Nope. I have to eat the food for life. I think maybe if I can, like, if I don't cast the Asmo on my turn, I can maybe surprise them a bit better somehow. Yeah, I just did Blood Artist. Right. Why not put Asmo on Geist? I mean, I want the Cankerbloom to die. I think we lived when we slept blockers. Cankerbloom has 3 power. What are we talking about here? No, Blood Artist still affects my own creatures. Asmo has to block ice. How is it different? I'm confused. Oh, because Asmo doesn't die. Fuck. I mean, we're still dead though. We're still dead because they just Cankerbloom the Needle and we lose on this immediately too. So it's just like we don't have a line. Don't really feel like we're living in the main deck Needle world. Shuffler continues to be mad at me. Keep this one. We're definitely keeping a Steelseeker. Steelseeker, Cookbook. Yeah, let's just draw land. We're on the draw, let's just draw land. When it's on a Mold of 5, Shock in Breeding Pool, not suspend, Crashing Footfalls. Spell Pierce me? Yeah, Spell Pierce me. Living End, yeah. I think there's a good chance. But our hand's actually pretty good against Living End. Oh, they're like Neoform Atraxa. Interesting. Oh, they're Crabvine. Dude, Crabvine's been like... I've been playing against it. I don't know if I'd say it's popular. But I sure have been playing against it. Probably a pretty good matchup. We'll see. Tough matchup to Mold of 5 on the draw against, I guess. Well, they're playing Grief? Interesting. I don't think that's stock. Also don't... I know, cast Vengevine, I guess. They found a Gravecrawler. They do have Grief. I think they're like 100% to take my Asmo, and they should take Steelseeker instead. Yeah. Which is good for me. They've got a couple Otherworldly Gazes, which is fine. Ooh, second Steelseeker is pretty nice. Don't see much reason to make a food now. What if Red Splash dropping Ghast for Ren would be beneficial? I think the potential mana value advantage outweighs the 2-1 body. I don't know. I think Bloodghast is really important. It's like it's just very good with Fiend Artisan, Steelseeker, Priest of Fell Rites, the one of Grist. I don't know. I don't really think so. You know, I played a lot of the green red food deck. Like, Red and 6 is a fine card in this archetype. It's also like just not. It's not like a mandatory include. It's always been like. It's been reasonable to good, you know. In the green red version. And you know that version's like just like less focused on like these creatures in general. Okay. Well, I guess also very good with Cookbook. But so is oh, this is an interesting pickup. I think I have to graveyard this since I'm just like needing to trigger the Steelseeker's next turn. Verdant 6 is also good with Cookbook, to be fair. Oh my gosh, the perfect draw. Let's go. Now we're looking for like Urza Saga, but in any land to hit would be good also. Okay, take that. Okay, leave that on top. You know, one thing too I found, like with the green-red version, like with the Steelseeker engine, like you just have like so many land drops you hit. Obviously, you don't always have Steelseeker in play. That's another like point against Ren though. So they get a Vengevine in the yard this time. Presumably they're just like trying to find more fetches for the crab. Although they did keep a card on top. Okay. I'm kind of surprised they cast that this turn. I feel like next turns to guarantee Vengevines would have been nice since they have the Gravecrawler in the yard. Yeah, I'm not really sure why they cast that now. Less bosses like Pinwheel, less combat. I fight Pinwheel. What do you? I guess I'm a little confused. Like Dino's currently doing the level 1 run, so it's different because it's harder. I'm using Dino's guide, you know. Okay, I concede. Like yeah, Dino's looks harder because he's doing them at level 1 right now. Probably cut the Grist. Probably cut the Priest Bloodghast package. Yeah, his looks different because he's doing level 1. That was just so much harder. Okay, maybe I'll play one Grist over the Bloodghast, so I'm cutting the Priest package. Against the, you know, this is 2 matches in a row we're playing against decks that love to sack their creatures. Yeah, I've been really wanting to get back into the Dark Souls, but my sleep, I just have been sleeping so shitty. It's just so hard. Yeah, I've been having to take a break, and I also, like, tonight I have like Pathfinder, so it's like gonna be hard to commit to it tonight. And then I was thinking that, like, you know, I've got the Hunterburn coming up this weekend. I've been sleeping really shitty, so maybe I just need to be taking a small break. Well, I don't have the time or energy. How did the red-green food variant go? I mean, that deck was one of our like highest win rate decks of all time. I can't even remember the numbers, but like when this was like back when Steelseeker first came out, the numbers were really ridiculous. And they like continued to be really ridiculous the whole time, and then I just, you know, did what I always do and moved on. Play Saga turn 1. Yeah, I don't think it's really the time change for me, but it really didn't help. I think Haywire Mite. Yeah, we could have maybe gone to 5 looking for Voidwalker. It's a lot worse on the draw, though. Subtlety and Force post-board? Love to see this. Subtlety plus Crab is kind of a funny way to answer a Voidwalker. They hit 2 Bloodghast and an Amalgam. Entropy Engine, thank you for the 14 months. Hope you're doing well. Probably gonna lose this one, then have like a really good chance to play for game 3. Shocked in the breeding pool. Yeah, I'm such a fan of Steelseeker, and I feel like just like it fits so well into this like Tyvar food, like graveyard focus strategy we have here. And I'm kind of going crazy. I'm kind of going crazy trying to figure out the best version. Huh. Well, I did really need that Saga, huh? Well, it's a good draw. Just the 3/3 blocking the Bloodghast too is pretty nice here. And then I also feel like the finales are like very quietly a hugely important part of the Steelseeker engine, where the whole Steelseeker plan is so much worse when you don't have like really reliable cookbook, and so the formula for Asmo for cookbook for finale for Saga is like really good at making sure Steelseeker is almost always online. Awesome, Doc. Very cool. Is Fiend Artisan good? So I've liked Fiend Artisan in other versions with Stitcher Supplier. We could be playing Stitcher Supplier over Goose, but then we maybe don't have enough land drops. It's also so like I was playing. We played a version of this deck with 4 Priest of Fell Rights sorry, Priest of the Forgotten Gods, and then 4 Stitcher Supplier. And we're also playing 4 Unlucky Witness, and then we weren't playing the finales or the Steelseekers, and we did 5-0 with that version. Steelseeker, Manufactor, Cat Oven. Yeah, I had Manufactor in the other deck today. It's so tough to figure this out. Like Tyvar is also like really good in this shell, I think. It's so tough. Like Fiend Artisan's really good with Asmo. It's 1 mana. Put an Asmo into play when you tap it. It's just so tough. And like I'm like really wanting to get some like good playtesting in, but I feel like my playtesting hasn't been that good so far. Matchups have been like, yeah, like this version, the other version we played against like Yawgmoth, Crabvine, Dredge, or sorry, not Dredge, Tron. It's just like a lot of slower opponents and a lot of like off meta decks. So I'm just like itching to get the playtesting in. Yeah, Tyvar's been so good. Oh, they pitched Prized Amalgam to Grief. Grief seems so bad in their deck, honestly. Any vid in the work for Anviltron? I mean, there's a million vids on Anviltron on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, and the deck hasn't changed enough for me to, like, you know, have a big update, you know? I know people are always updates, but I don't have any. Troll King can be neoformed into Atraxa. That is something, huh? Grief is a good sideboard card to avoid Solitude or Graveyard Hate. Yeah, maybe Graveyard Hate. I don't know about Solitude. Just tank the Solitude. Solitude Ephemerate, though, is different matter. We could also move away from the Fiend Artisan Tyvar plan completely. We could do something like... I mean, at that point, maybe just the green-red deck, but like, you could play Steelseeker, Unearth, Manufactor. So you're like 4 Manufactor, 4 Unearth, 4 Troll King, 1 Grist, 2 Grist or something. Is that better than the Red Splash for Rin, Fable, Mutt? Yeah, Mutt's probably better. Tyvar looks bad in these shells. Well, I has definitely not been my experience in like the slightest. I've played a lot of these shells. We've trophied with at least one of them, maybe 2. And Tyvar's been awesome. Tyvar's been like so impressive almost every time I've casted, I feel. It's you know, maybe kind of bad on the draw against Crabvine when I kept kind of a really shitty hand. Just guy Malcator Wizard Food. Yeah, Malcator with seems kind of sick actually. I wish it was an artifact so you could cast it off Imri. So am I killing the crab right now? I don't know. They have Bloodghast, Vengevine, Rotting Rats. Ooh. Let's keep that. Have I not mulliganed once? Dude, I've mulliganed non-stop. What are you talking about? I've mulliganed non-stop all day today. It's been like non-stop 5s and 6s. I'm not like saying, oh, Shuffler hates me, I have to keep this no land hand. What you gonna do? Kill crab now so can't mill you. I'm totally happy if my opponent mills me. I think I need the food tokens to kill a creature. Oh, only mulligan, yeah. Yeah, so that always makes like card deck evaluation so difficult. Is there anything to be brewed with Priest of Hearts Tyvar? Yeah, it's tough. It's really tough. Like a lot, I think in theory, Nahiri like just plays so much better with like the Priest plan because it's also a looter, and does the same thing with Priest. But I don't know. Like the mill 3 on Tyvar in a Reanimator deck is pretty cool. I've been thinking about it. I've been struggling with it. And when I'm like really in the mood to like jam a million games and like start to like evaluate a little bit better, it's so tough to play games like this. Just like 10 minutes ahead on clock, you know. Nahiri is like not like Ragavan is bad in Hammer and Nahiri is bad in Hammer. I to this day I still don't understand why people saw Nahiri and were like, this is a card that makes sense in Hammer. I don't know, like maybe I abandoned the combo version too quickly. Like I was pretty excited about it in playtesting. The mana is just so awkward or weird in that deck. It's really throwing me off. It's not that it works though. It's not that bad. Just so stuck. The hero's quite good in Hammer. Too narrow for the main deck. I mean, yeah, exactly though. It's like literally, how do you fit that card in? It doesn't make any sense. Like, why do you want a 3-mana Planeswalker in Hammer? Yeah, I think that they just saw that it says the word equipment on it. You know what I mean? Tortoise, 42 months. Thank you. A long time. Welcome back. I want to block with the Asmo so I can Fiend Artisan another Asmo into play. Bringing back Paladins, Stoneforge let me good. Yeah, I'm not saying that your 3-mana Planeswalker isn't good when you get to like activate it a bunch when you have like a lot of other resources. But I am saying like overall it's like just a suboptimal effect. You know what I mean? And like it's also only good with Paladin and Stoneforge. It's not good with like the card Hammer isn't in the graveyard almost ever. I don't know. It just feels like it's just not a card that makes any sense in the Hammer main deck. You can play in the sideboard, I guess, but I don't know. So thoughts of Red Green Sword after playtesting? I thought it was okay. It's just a sword, and swords are only good with Fervent Champ. But it's not the worst sword. Do you have the cards to play Boros Lotus this weekend? I think so. No, I don't have boom busts. Okay, let's go. Just sacrifice this so we find. GG, 21 thank you. We'll be at Drew McDowell's in June, yeah. I'm not qualified, but I live here, so I'll be there. Other land. Don't like it very much, but I do think we have to just like Fiend Artisan our Asmo into another Asmo. Start triggering Steelseeker. Get the Fiend Artisan bigger. Gain 3 life. No, we can't. Look here. Yeah. Are we dead? Are we dead? No, we're not dead. We have to block with the Steelseeker though, which stinks. Twitch Prime, thank you. Yeah, I always like the Boros Stoneblade deck. I think that the new white remand's a good fit for it. Supplier, Force Crab. They're down to 7, which is really notable since I can crack back for 7. But we're dead to Hardcast Vengevine, I think. Xaxes. Okay, game 3 of the match. That will never end. There's also the Tyvar Goblins deck. What if I played Tyvar Goblins? Again, I'm trying to figure out what I'm playing at the Hunterburton this weekend. This deck was really sick. Yeah, maybe we'll just luck this one in. I don't know. We'll see, we'll see. Again, I want to play something fun. Yeah, I'm loaning out my Anvil Tron list, so I can't play that. It is weird to agonize so much on a deck list choice for a tournament that, like, it's just for fun. But it's a big deal still. It's, just once a year, very special tournament. Yeah, we considered Witch's Cottage. I think that cottage is like... I think it's the inconsistency you get in the mana is not worth the added power level or whatever. It's not just for fun. It's got an invite attached. I mean, yeah, but it's like an invite attached to like a 300 or 400 person tournament. Obviously, like you could try hard it, but it's just like it's not a very good EV tournament to try hard for, and it's also a charity tournament and pretty important to the local community too. Yeah, I could play the Calibrated Blast deck, although I'm loading my Furies out. No, it's an open tournament, not invite only. Yeah, I can't play 12 key. I can't play 12 key because I'm loading out like my Karns and my Karn board and my Mystic Forges. I think Founding the Third Path is better Phoenix version. I play tested both this week. I'm not sure. Sorry, it's not the great answer. I'm just not sure, I guess. I did play test both this week, funny enough. Oh, well, thankfully I have second Voidwalker. This deck is so sick, though. We have a lovely, lovely chatter here. Block. Must have said that. Oh, they griefed my Voidwalker. Wow. I must have said something bad about Siege Runner or something. Block for slow play. No, I'm not blocking my opponent. Somebody, a random person just messaged me telling me to kill myself, which is a fun way to spend your day, I guess. Oh, we just drew another Voidwalker. I was planning on Fiend Artisaning for another Voidwalker. I guess I could Artisan just for my fourth Voidwalker. You know what's weird is like I'm playing this version because I like am thinking that the mana is going to be like significantly improved to other versions, but that really hasn't felt like it's been the case, has it? It's weird. I think we keep this though. This game has been popular on paper. It can be a tough matchup. Yeah, this game is pretty tough. Probably your worst matchup. Force pitch Silvergill Adept up against Merfolk. Hand's actually pretty awful against Merfolk. Yeah, we'll definitely just get the Fiend Artisan down. And the next turn, we have a few options, but just going like Goose, sack Goose into Asmo, play Cookbook seems pretty good. How is Priest good in the deck? Well, it's a 1 of tutor target, and it's good with specifically Bloodghast. It's good with Tyvar. And then Bloodghast is good with like the self-mill from Tyvar, good to discard the Cookbook, good with Fiend Artisan. Actually, you have Asmo activation up this turn also. I'm allowed to throw card deities out? Yeah, you can. You can say whatever you want. There's no rules, apparently. But also, like, I will say that most card ideas get said, you know, several times in the stream, which is fine, you know. But, you know, not stopping anybody else. Okay, so they must have a second Tide Shaper in their hand, right? There's no way they would vial this in. Obviously, they're stuck on one land, but they're wanting to, like, they would want to, like, draw a land and kick this, I would think. Wasn't it better to sack Bloodghast to get Asmo? This lets me play the Cookbook this turn. Which lets me activate Asmo this turn, which I think is better. I also kind of want to discard the Bloodghast to the Cookbook. My impression from the Jund version is a bit light on lands. Yeah, it's tough because we also have 4. So you have in that deck you have 19 lands, 1 drum, 4 vial, which is 24 mana sources. But your mana is weird, so it is hard to say. Okay, so why don't we go discard Priest, cast Tyvar, which is really bad if they have another force, but they've already used 1. I can play my land, I guess, pre-combat to play around the sack of Merfolk counter unless you pay 1. I guess if they tap the vial, I'm okay if they sack both Merfolk to counter the Tyvar. Okay, so let's go. Minus get back Priest, and then I can go Priest, sack Asmo, sack Bloodghast. And then I can use the fetch land to get back Bloodghast, and then use the Fiend Artisan to put Asmo back into play and cast another Cookbook. Because I could have just got Overgrown Tomb. Ever consider trying Arayo and a Ragavan, Emery Moxhammer, Bobble Shell? Seems easy to cut meet the 4 spells. It's harder than you think. I've tried it. One, like, a really unfortunate thing, too, is Flipped Arayo isn't even that good. Like, Murktide is, like, really easy to go, like, Bobble, double spell, put a lot of pressure on you when you spend all your resources flipping Arayo. Urza Saga for Haywire Mite destroys you. It's just not as good as you think. But yeah, we've done it. I played everything, man. Tapped Aladdin's Ring, man. Marry a Lage with Fling, man. Ooh, another Fiend Artisan, wow. So interesting. I think I'm not making a token. Kind of like getting Shadow Spear, though. With double Giant Fiend Artisan. So I can go Verdant Catacombs, get back Bloodghast. And then I have 2. Yeah, so let's go Fiend Artisan for 3 mana. Sack Bloodghast, put a Grist into play. And then I can go plus Grist. This time just get tapped Tapped Overgrown Tomb. Get back the Bloodghast. Priest. I guess I could have played a 1-drop if I drew it off the Priest, though, so maybe I should have still got Swamp or something. It's okay. Sack. Play Fiend Artisan. Number 2. Untap the first Fiend Artisan with Tyvar. Attack for 6. Any word where I Fiend Artisan for Daredevil? Nah, not this turn at least. Does this not let play Dried Arbor? You could play Dried Arbor. I think Dried Arbor is suboptimal. I don't know. It's just like, I really don't want to play it. It's like we only have 4 fetches at the moment, anyways. It definitely has synergy, but it's cool. It's cool with Aether Vial. It could be good to play. It could be good to play. I was supposed to wait till after blocks. It's kind of just fine though. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously got like a lot of synergy with Tyvar and stuff. It's just, I know Yawgmoth plays it. It's like so much better in Yawgmoth though, because like you just like with Yawgmoth you desperately need to not flood out when you're like going off, and so the fact that you can turn a fetch land into a creature when you're like going off is so important. Right? And like you just like don't have that dynamic here. Okay, so we'll play the Saga, get back Bloodghast. I guess we'll plus the Grist first. Might end up minusing the Tyvar. Let me just priest them first. It's interesting. Probably getting Steelseeker. Not that it's great right now, I guess. Oh no, just put another Fiend Artisan into play. Let's just get like all the Fiend Artisans in the world into play. Yeah. What are they gonna do? That was a cool game. Definitely want a Needle so I can like Needle like artifact-based graveyard hate post board. Probably just one. I can also hit Vial, of course. I think on the draw I can get the fourth Tyvar. I think there's a lot of cards you could cut there and have it be fine though. I haven't tested any number of devastating summons in the 8 wax shells. It could be okay. Okay, so we'll just play this tapped, I think. I don't know anything about Historic at the moment, Bad Moon. I did for a little while when I was hoping for a PT, but you would just be wasting your money. Right. I guess the green source isn't that good because they can counter the Finale. That would be okay if they countered the Finale. Maybe I'll cast the Needle and hope that they counter it. Otherwise, I'll just name Mutavault. Could this deck be transformative into Goryo's Asmo for when the value plan's not great? You can't transform into Goryo Asmo. That doesn't work because post board your opponents are going to bring in all their graveyard hate against you. So like boarding into a plan that like dies to graveyard hate doesn't make any sense. But I think the other way is fine. Which card name? Finale of Devastation? Ovalchase Daredevil? Sarinth Steelseeker? Selvoon Sea in the Sky? Which card name are you talking about? Would Grist be exiled end of turn? I think it is, yeah. That could be kind of fun to like main deck the Goryo's plan, slide into this deck. It's super dead. Alright, game 3. Let's run the play for game 3. Another kind of medium hand. Very good hand. he put back the Grist, I think. They force negation the finale. It's not ideal, but we're still in pretty good shape with Steelseeker double cookbook. Hope they can find a Daredevil soon. Dismember the Asmo. Oh, I thought my opponent was going to play Chalice on one here. That would have been so rough. Here we go. Master of the Pearl Trident. Another finale. I think this turn I may actually be more interested in Steelseeker, setting up a bunch of food tokens, and that can maybe finale for Asmo, and then... Are they gonna have... They have Force? Well, this line is way better against Force, also. But finale for Asmo, and then kill a bunch of things in the same turn. It's an interesting thought. I guess let's just pass. I obviously want to consider discarding more things here, but I don't know if I want to discard the cookbook or Saga or nothing. I don't think I really need to make a choice right now. I don't think it exiles since it's no longer a creature. I think it should, because it's like still the same object though. Any judges in the chat with the Goryo's Grist dynamic? So if my opponent does have, like, it really, okay, either they have Force of Negation here, or they just like took the longest pause ever last turn for no reason. So let me maybe play another Underworld Cookbook and see if we can like bait the Force of Negation, but I have a hard time imagining they don't have one, right? Just doesn't really make any sense for them to not have one. I can make a Saga token this turn instead. Just kind of digging for more cookbook activations. Look, and keep another finale. Although if I graveyard a finale, then I get another like good selection with like the Saga token, but kind of too late yet. Yeah. Vesperlark would be able to get Grist. And so like what's one cool thing about like this, or one nice thing about the Saga token plan is that my opponent doesn't have double blue for Trickster. They do have a Spreading Seas though, so it wasn't great. Yeah, so now we have a big construct in play, kind of stabilizing the board, and then we can again, we can make another Saga token, or we can just jam a finale, which is so much worse into the possible Force. Yeah, let's still just hold. I think being able to like get one of these through a Force at some point is kind of nice, especially if we can find lands off the Steelseeker. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay, I guess we just keep that. And they're gonna have a hard time beating these constructs too, especially if they don't have double blue. No chump blocks, so they go down to 9. It's fine. Do we get Needle for Mutavault? Well, now we don't have to get anything. Mutavault, I'm not too scared about. What am I naming with Needle? I was maybe just going to get another. I guess not the 4th cookbook. Doesn't matter anymore. I was about Shadow Spear also. A little bit more than Needle, maybe. If they have Subtlety, it kind of stinks. I guess I could draw a land off the Steelseeker. Okay, I did draw the land. Looking for an Ovalchase Daredevil. Backup Asmo. I don't think we need a backup Asmo. Yeah, we can just send in. Blakey, 28 months, thank you. So presumably this is, 2 chump blocks for my opponent. Weird game. Mist Caller. Wow, that would have been such a crazy blowout against Finale. Unreal. So they found that second blue source. So if they have double Trickster, they can kill both my constructs. They don't have double Trickster. Oh no, I was supposed to kill. Sorry, I was supposed to kill stupid Adepts already. Damn it. Maybe I'm supposed to discard this Finale here though. Fiend Artisan. It's pretty big. Kind of down to just be digging for a Daredevil. We're 23 cards deep, no Daredevil. Pithing Needle. Seems like an above average card. Let's keep it. I like that I can just like start this turn by casting a Needle. Maybe discarding the Boseiju is also wrong though, because now I can only. It's like harder to. Oh no, because I can just Needle the Mutavaults, right? Yeah. Okay, they're gonna make a creature right now. Are they gonna violent anything? Sniper Despair with $5. What am I planning on taking 100 burn? Dude, I have no idea. Can I get an unban from chat? Please, thank you. Mod can look at the ban. Decide. I might play this though. I'm still deciding. Okay, get up. So I think we have to name Mutavault. Trigger the Steelseeker. That's tough. So if I attack with both constructs, they block. They have to chump with one of them. Then they block with the Sylvoon. Then I can Asmo kill Lord of Atlantis, and I can Asmo kill Sylvoon. Although, the problem is, of course, if they violin another Merfolk in response. I can't do it right now because there's still the Mutavaults active, but now the Mutavaults are needled. I can go double activate though. I can go Asmo Sylvoon, respond to Vile, Asmo Sylvoon. Sylvan. I don't know how you say it, who cares? Yeah, I think we just go Asmo, respond to Vile, Asmo. I guess this loses to like the Flash Lord. Or Trickster, which is kind of bad. Ah, damn it. Yeah, maybe this was a spew. We're still not in terrible shape. Yeah, like them attacking here is really tough because like they're still like in double chump block mode. I guess not 100% because I still have to find like either a land off the first Steelseeker trigger or a Daredevil. Can I just draw a Daredevil? Thank you, finally. Insane draw. But it did take me 26 looks to find one. So we get, yeah, we get to make them chump twice. Remember, Mutavault is needled. Chump twice. And then we get 2 Asmo activations to kill one Merfolk, kill Sylvoon. Whatever. Yeah, best possible draw by a lot. Mostly like looking for a land this turn. No, but I'll keep Steelseeker for next turn. So we attack with both constructs. They chump, then I go kill Merfolk, kill so that would be whatever this is. Such a weird day today. Although I need to upkeep because if I go -4, oh no, -4 is fine. This is at 5 damage on it. Cool game though. This deck's really fun. I want to play this kind of deck at the Hunterburn, but it's like between this and Goblins and then the sack deck with Unlucky Witness. There's just like so many ins and outs to the case. They draw the 4th Mutavault. It's so funny. Not that they have like really like outs, but they're definitely the worst draw. Yeah, we have Pithing Needle on Mutavault. All in one combo? I don't have the cards. A friend of mine is also playing that deck. So they're probably playing Grixis Shadow, something like that. Playing Grixis Shadow could be good. Sometimes winning is a fun deck, yeah. Yeah. We'll see, we'll see. It's kept a 1-lander, huh? I think I want to wait a turn on the finale so that I can kill something with Asmo the same turn. Yeah, there's been coverage of the Hunterburn in the last few years, so I would expect there to be coverage again this year. Shred in some ledgers today. Well, I think I'm like never letting my opponent connive here. They didn't have a bolt for last turn either. Update list for Shadow. We were like 10-0 with Shadow a few months ago. With like, we were playing like 3 copies of Underworld Breach in the main deck. Seems like they're playing, you know, that list or something close to it. Might have Drown for the Asmo now that they have the second land. Drew Ovalchase. Did they ever drown the cookbook? I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, they drowned the Asmo. Okay. So I know we missed the Steelseeker trigger, but I was thinking that if they didn't have the drown, I wanted to kill this before the connive, since, again, they're missing their land drops. We get a trigger here, and it's the best hit, probably, Saga. Steelseeker is this card is so ridiculously good. Okay, dead Steelseeker. Always like a weird conversation about attacking, not attacking. I mean, I have to play Tyvar here, I think. I could go Tyvar Goose, make Saga token. No, let's. Oh no, I didn't play it. Didn't play around Spell Pierce. I totally meant to. Yeah, we'll just get the Asmo. Yeah, especially with the double cookbook plan, we're pretty insulated from Shadow. Get to make a Saga token next turn, potentially 3rd cookbook. Tyvar's in play. Assuming it being 2 mana makes Steelseeker too much worse than Stirrings and 8 key. Yeah, it's also like this is also something that's like maybe not super obvious, but in decks like 8 key that play no creatures that are weak to removal spells. Core Tapper is not a creature that's weak to removal spells. Playing a 2-mana 1/2 is like all of a sudden turns on all of these cards that you're otherwise dodging really well. And so like, yeah, so that's the main reason. Steelseeker also plays a lot better with like graveyard focused cards like this shell has. So we have, you know, a lot of cards that like Bloodghast and Fiend Artisan and Urza Saga being like a really powerful land to grab, Boseiju being a powerful land to dig for. These are all like part of the reasons why Steelseeker is so good. It's not just that Steelseeker is ridiculous by itself. I kind of protect the Tyvar by like cookbooking back Asmo this turn. Saga token, Springleaf Drum. Yeah, we're short if we... I mean, not making a Saga token is so weird, but like the ability to like minus this Asmo next turn is so, or this Tyvar is so valuable next turn that I think that's what we're gonna do. I think I'll just get third cookbook also, especially because we're losing one. Anviltron, finding lands, milling retrievers is so good. It's the exact same dynamic I just described. Another thing too is like Steelseeker plays the food package. Just like milling over Daredevil is really key dynamic. They don't have a bobble. So they're gonna kill Asmo, kill Tyvar, I guess. A lot of ins and outs to the case. Could be good to just cast Ovalchase Daredevil. Obviously, we'll just see what we draw, I guess. It's either that or play another Asmo. I'm kind of down for just cast Daredevil against the Grixis deck here while they're at 4. It's like worse against Shadow. Hold this for Bloodghast. Alright. Last cards in hand are Shredder and presumably not a removal spell, because I feel like I guess the Connive... No, the Connive matters, but like getting the power and toughness on the Shredder's like relevant. You have to cast a removal spell on the Daredevil anyways. So if we're presuming no Drown as the last card, I can go for Cookbook Asmo, cast Asmo. Okay, well this is fine. Wasn't expecting the last card to be a removal spell still, but opponent has to go like iteration into 2 relevant cards. Definitely a Grist matchup. Needle for explosives is probably fine. Nihil Spellbomb is weird because a lot of times they're playing her Breach though, so we'll bring that in. I think that we're likely going to be like -3 Goose, minus a Priest in this matchup. Seems fine. Maybe 2 Goose, 3 Artisans. It's like multiple Artisans early can be kind of clunky on the draw. I remember one time like the Thief put it really well. It was like an online PT. There's an online PT and a player mulligan because they had like 2 copies of this card in their deck, and the Thief's like, well, if you're gonna mulligan 7-card hands that have 2 copies of this card in your hand game post board, you should have trimmed them. He put it so much better than me. I put in Priest instead of Goose. Oops. What did we lose to in round 1? I can't remember. Do you say it in French? Don't think so. Yeah, Yawgmoth. Yeah, Yawgmoth's been again hard for food when you're not main decking the Needle. Please move on from the whole slur conversation in chat, y'all. I can't believe I have to say this, but it's not something you're supposed to dwell on this long. Okay. Scar Bloodghast. I think we're definitely casting Asmo from our hand instead of finaleing, so not playing the Spell Pierce. Days without emote only chat 0. Yet again. Yet again. Days without emote only chat back to 0.
What's up? It's me, your friend Aspiring Spike.
Might have a classic engineered explosives dance here, we'll see. Well, those shadows being 6/6s is really relevant. We're like kind of soft to... No, we're not that soft to dress down. We just kill the shadows end of turn. Drew the Needle. So I need to cast the Asmo this turn, which I can't do if I... make a token. It's also worse than to dress down anyways. Okay, so if my opponent is going to dress down, we just want to make them do it now. Otherwise, we just get to go Asmo, kill both shadows, no drown available. But then we just get a couple of shadows in the instep. Then we can Needle Explosives. We have Spellbomb up for a breach. How many does Shadowrun need just on main stock? At the moment, they haven't in a while. Like losing the Luris Loop was a problem. Yeah, they haven't in a while. If these shadows were 7/7s, we'd be in much worse shape. Two cards in my opponent's hand. I can beat a drown by spellbombing myself next turn if I want to. Play Finale. It's really bad against Spell Pierce. I can also attack with the Bloodghast. I think my opponent can't block, which is cool. Because I have the Spellbomb. I think we just make a Saga token. I don't feel like I'm in a rush to like get another Asmon play. And then there's like, I think one way we could lose is we go Finale, they drown, we spellbomb ourselves to counter the drown, then my opponent just plays Breach. That could be a way to lose. They have one card in their hand. Yeah, a lot of people had that thought too. I actually haven't seen the Wasteland art for Lord of the Rings. I remember back when I was like, you know, Legacy player, really trying to get into Legacy. Everybody was so desperate for them to like reprint Wasteland, and now it feels like they've reprinted it so many times. And I still don't own any. No, I owned them back then, though. I don't have them anymore. You just downed again? Drowned, okay. No, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing that it's been reprinted. I think it's a great thing that it's been reprinted. Just, you know, it wasn't, like, my time for it. I remember I traded, like, I think I traded 2 different play sets of Snapcaster Mages each time for, like, an individual Wasteland. Yeah, it's like Snapcasters were like $25 or something, and like Wastelands were like $100. But it's also like back then, like legacy staples were really hard to trade for. Like people were like, you know, like less interested in modern, and so people like really didn't like trading their legacy staples. In some matchups, I'd want to play Saga turn 1 for speed, but I'm gonna not. GG's Panda. Should have bolted myself if I watched the Agile sticker. Yeah, that's a tough line to take. Meat, 3 months. Thank you. Welcome back. Okay, glad against turn 1 thoughts. I didn't play this. As Tyvar, felt like it's adding anything to the deck. It's just a remaining spell. Tyvar is nuts. You know, the activate ability is relevant with Fiend Artisan, Goose, and Priest. You have 9 cards, but also like tutoring up Priest and like getting that chain going is nice. Reanimating is nice too. Yeah, I'll be at Hunterburton. I will be there. I decided not to play the $250 sealed thing on Friday, but I did. I'm still taking Friday off to hang out with friends who are like in town for the tournament. Or specifically one friend, I guess. How do you feel about this compares to the red green Asmo deck? I'm having a really hard time feeling that out, honestly. Yeah, it's one is it's 200. It's like the structure is really weird. It's like really high, it's like 32 player cap, really high cash, just like odd structure. I don't know. Yeah, it's not like a premium set, but like there's high cash prizes, with a lot of it going to the charity too. I've never seen a structure like it. I don't know. It's odd. Again, it's odd. So we can kill this Archon next turn, and we can't make a second token. I guess we can if we draw a cookbook. I guess. Does that change anything? So go make a Saga. Oh, I don't have the discard to turn on the Asmo, so yeah, just never making a token. Getting a cookbook. Discard Daredevil. Cast Asmo, cast Cookbook, cast Goose, play land, get back Bloodghast. Attack for 6. Not a bad recovery. Pretty cold to second copy of Persist, though. I guess not that cold to it. The Bloodghast sacking to another Archon trigger is kind of nice. Dude, they had the nut draw too. Thoughtseize into Bitter Union into Persist. Surely if they had another Persist, it would have already been cast, right? Yeah, just to run in 6. If they ping Bloodghast, I'll just fetch. Yeah, they plus get back Meyer. Almost definitely ignoring Rin in 6. Can't quite also make a Saga token. I think I should leave the Ovalchase Daredevil in the graveyard to play around Lightning Bolt on my Fiend Artisan, though. A line I need to take more often. So they go Creativity next 2 next turn. We sack Bloodghast Goose, go to 2, fetch, go to 1. And then we can Fiend Artisan for an Asmo, kill both Archons, but my opponent can also ping me. Damn it. We can maybe sack Food for Life. Maybe not. So my opponent have a Bolt. Yeah, they're going to 5. They push, okay. Interesting that they choose to push the Artisan and not the Cookbook. This is probably just a hard draw to beat no matter what. Were they on the play this game? I think we were on the play at least. Yeah, we were on the play because they turn 1 Thoughtseize me and I was like at the Saga turn 1 decision point. Is there a specific reason for the omission of Troll King? Someone in chat put it really well. This deck has like 3 decks worth of decks in it. They put it way better than me. There's so many different ways to build this. There's so many competing pieces. There's so much going on that it's not like that you're there's like 120 cards, something like that you could choose to play. And it would be fine. Dude, brutal Boseiju. How's this deck do against Ragavans? I'd say very good. The Steelseeker version seemed particularly soft. I think the Steelseeker version was amazing against every Ragavan deck. I don't know. I had like an insane record against Murktide and a favorable matchup against Scam by my recollection. Guess I'll leave Asmo in the yard for a Fiend Artisan. Like, I think Murktide was even your best matchup. It was green-red food. At one point, I was like 9-0 against her. Maybe not quite that high. But I had like a crazy win streak against the food deck, and then I lost to it at the showcase playoff thing. Guess I could have done this first. But they can also kill the Asmo. They can always here kill the Asmo if they have another removal spell, which they do, before I make my things. Got my Orvars. Oh no! Damn it. Left home without my Orvars. Grist is really good against creativity though. Was kind of my thinking. Okay, they punted. They know my last card's Daredevil. I don't know why they're duressing me. Oh, sorry. I swear that this said duress -2/-2. They didn't punt. I think Magic Online just being weird. Are we getting a Dark Souls stream today? I don't think so. I know it's been so long. My sleep schedule's still fucked, and I have Pathfinder tonight. I don't think I can make it happen today. I'm still like just feeling like really groggy. Their hand is Boseiju mystery card. Do I have another cookbook in the deck? I think so, yeah. That's an interesting draw also. I mean, this Saga is always getting cookbook, always getting Boseiju, right? Just play it. I guess I shouldn't have fetched end of turn though, because now I have like one less Bloodghast. Guess we tap the Goose to play the cookbook. Just more mana efficient though. Dude, winning this game through, like, their draw... I mean, their draw wasn't perfect, but it's been really, really good. Quickest stream record, Dingo 1 spike. It was just his have been better than mine? Because I've done 2. Speaking of 2, that's the life total my opponent's about to go to. What a ridiculous game. We won! Whoa! I can't believe we won, Mike. That was a lot to fight through. That was a lot to fight through. Yeah, we haven't watched the new Remy song. Yeah, maybe later. So what if I'm actually going down on Tyvar in this matchup? I'm bringing all these in. Why did they Boseiju the food token? I mean, I don't know. Does that win them the game? Gristical Archon. Yeah, Grist is really good against Archon because you plus, then you have a creature to sack to the Archon trigger, and then the minus kills Archon. Is Dauthi better than Troll King? It is. It's Dauthi's a sideboard card. Troll King is not a sideboard card. I don't even understand the comparison at all. Troll King is a card to consider here, but you know, one thing is, of course, in your Tyvar decks, you really need to play as many 2-mana creatures as possible, and so it's like if you want to play the Troll King version, you could just play the green-red version instead. Think Leyline is worth against food? Yeah, of course. Okay, my opponent has skipped through their first turn, so we get to be on the play. I can't skip back because I'm going to discard. It's just not like correcting the board state. Is 1 might worth it for Fabled? No, it's not. Yeah, Finale is so important. You can't. There are some versions that are fine with it, but like that is the big thing. The time subversion is missing, and you can't fit it in. I think. Well, you can, but it's like you have to. It's so tough. But like Steelseeker specifically really needs this package also. Interesting draw. No bolts? Awesome. Troll Queen takes away sauce from Fiend Artisan Saga. Yeah, it's just like, again, there's like literally like 120 cards or something you could play in this stack. It's like Mana Dorks, Troll King, Mutt, more copies of Grist, Ren and 6, Fable of the Mirror Breaker, and there's no Yorion legal, huh? Aaron Rodgers to the Jets thoughts. I haven't paid attention to sports in years. Gonna Grist first in case I mill over a Bloodghast, I guess. Yeah, Street Wraith, yeah. Just a lot of options. Asmo to Aether Vials. Thoughts? Well, we've played plenty of Asmo Aether Vial shells. We trophied with that in like a in a version like this recently. So it's like the big thing I think is it's Finale and Aether Vial seem very difficult to fit into the same shell, or I should say like Finale plus Aether Vial plus like Planeswalker is really tough. So like if you're playing Rin and 6 or if you're playing Tyvar, the vials are like kind of not no goes. There's just not enough creatures, and even then you're kind of like bare bones, whatever, on like number of creatures. But your vials are really good because like all of your creatures are really good to vial in. It's just so tough. Yeah, you can vial in Grist, so that would be maybe a way to like make it all work. Of course. Have I ever been hit at Sugud by creativity before? I don't know that I have. That's so rough. Shoot my own Asmo? Why? What? Oh, maybe this is bad because now they just get to hit Tsugumi. I don't know. It's all kind of bad. That was a huge blowout. What can you say? Okay, talk about the inclusion of Goose versus Ignoble. Ignoble bad, Goose good. Yeah, Goose doesn't die to Rin in 6. It makes a food token in your food deck. It triggers Steelseeker. It trades with 1 mana removal spells better than other mana dorks, because like if they bolt your Goose, you have a food token. Could have used Cookbook to recur Asmo. I could have, yeah. I decided to do this instead because if I use Cookbook to recur Asmo, I don't have a discard outlet for Asmo anymore. So I just can't cast it. Don't turn the earth me. No! Not turn the earth, please! No! Oh, man. And then turn the earth gets exiled. Then it gets exiled. They have another Hitotsugu. Maybe this is a Fable. It's definitely not Hitotsugu if they're getting a Dwarf token. What a draw. And we had to fight so hard to win game 1. I'm not making it easy, huh? That's a good draw, though. I wish I was drawing that. It's okay. How was working Finale? Still a staple. Still a staple. Why do people play this instead of Cling? I have no idea. Avian, why? The wound is still fresh. Avian knocked me out of the last SCG Dallas with Hitotsugu. The top deck Hitotsugu. Ugh. The wound is still fresh. Nature's Claim. Stop with the sideboard cards. Chill. Although, if you're gonna draw sideboard cards, can you draw more Turn to Earths, please? If you're gonna draw sideboard cards, at least draw Turn to Earths. Nah, I'm just teasing. Both at Grist. Could double block the Fable. I think I'm going to try to rely on the Steelseeker, like try to find another Saga. It's like, what's so funny about Turn the Earth, it's like, it's literally only the creativity players that play it, because it like 5-0 a league or something. I don't know. It did well in the tournament, and people just kind of copy it. But I think it's just so suboptimal. So we get back a Dauthi Voidwalker, huh? Oh, they have a spell? Veil, sure. It's probably semi-relevant. I know the thing is, it's just like it's medium impactful in several matchups, and my main thinking is that you want cards that are more impactful than that. Is really all I'm saying. Yeah, I do think Kling would be better. Kling is a really good card. Doesn't see a lot of play these days. Have Veil Summer with the Void counter. Well, we'll take another hit, I guess. Dude, last game I was like, I can never ever win. This game I'm like, I can never ever win. I might be able to win though. These are trample, right? So I'm getting hit for 10. Let's take 10. Never took 10 before. You can hear Lucy barking in the background. Holding a Veil seems better in case creativity. Yeah, I'm not beating top deck creativity. They haste the Archon. Nothing to cookbook back. Oh, no, I can cookbook back Grist. Fuck. Do I want to do that? Yes. I don't think I've ever cookbooked back a Grist. Awkward to lose the cookbook with the Steelseeker, but... I'm still standing after all these turns, feeling like a true survivor. Grist the hunger tide. Why are they bolting now? They have no cards in their hand. Literally, how are we still in this game? I don't understand. They drew another spell, of course, and it looks like a creativity or an Archon. Okay, game three. They get to haste it a few. Wondering why I'm conceding. No, that hit Sugu was that was tough. So insane against the food decks always. Alright, let's just dodge Hidetsugu. Did they let you void counter the BC I sweep them? Do I sweep them? Like when it flips it goes back, it just goes back to their side, which is a problem, I think. I don't know. I don't think that like me Hidetsuguing was a winning line, but maybe I'm misremembering the board. I kind of hate this hand. I don't know. I'm gonna mulligan. Like, my brain was telling me that I was supposed to keep, but I really did hate it. But it's also in the multi-6. Sagas flip under their... Oh, their controller's control. It's so weird. Oh, that's really weird. Okay, maybe that was a better line. I was definitely thinking they would flip back under their control, but... I guess I kind of like Voidwalker turn 2. It's like way better against Bitter Reunion. Although, should I have played Peatland? I should have played Peatland for sure. Because now I can't Finale and Saga next turn. They also fetched, didn't fetch in response, so they can't run in 6 a land back this turn. So we're still just going to Finale. No removal spells. Let's go. Feeling good about that. Feeling really good about that. And they play Boseiju, so no creativity next turn, and they probably have no more lands. So let's go. Cast Steelseeker, discard Bloodghast, trigger Steelseeker. What a league, huh? This cat oven have a place in Modern? I like it in, like, I have an Oni Cult Anvil deck that plays it that I think is reasonable. Why did I play Swamp instead of Saga? I haven't played my land this turn. I messed up when I played Swamp instead of Peatland the turn previous, which we've already talked about. Do I ever cast the second Asmo here? No, not yet. No! The previous turn used to play Cookbook. Did I? Turn 3, Finale. Yeah, I played Swamp last turn, or hold on. I played Swamp on turn 2, I thought. Yeah, I played the Swamp on turn 2. So I can't Finale and play the Saga. But we already talked about that. But like I should have played this on turn 2, so I could have played Saga on turn 3. I didn't do that, though. But I had to play the Peatland. We're gonna sack the Peatland in the turn. So I could cast the double green Finale. This is fine. It's fine draw also. I'm gonna do this before I minus my Tyvar. I guess we're graveyarding this because we're minusing Tyvar, so we just want to dig deeper for like a Fiend Artisan. Although maybe, oh, we build over an Ovalchase Daredevil, which is also really good. Okay. Of course. Dude, I don't think I've ever seen Hidden Sugu, and creativity is so brutal. I kind of like the idea of Renin 6. Get back Urza Saga this turn. So attack for 3. Untap. We get the Bloodghast back also. They have Boseiju in hand? Yeah, that's fine, I think. I'll have the Renin 6, right? I guess it gets exiled though, huh? So am I supposed to Peatland? I guess we Peatland, huh? Oh, they have the stupid Turn the Earth. Dude, I guess Turn the Earth is great. I just can't even see it. I can't even see it. Am I pinging? I don't know. I literally can't even see Turn the Earth. It's invisible to me. That's what I get for talking all this shit. So there's Boseiju, 2 mystery cards. Obviously hoping to dodge a creativity. One of the mystery cards is a Dwarven Mine. So Dwarven Mine creativity is the nuts. And they don't have the nuts. So gonna pick up Saga now. I'm gonna cash in Tyvar, I think. Hit a Voidwalker and a Daredevil, which is awesome. Is pinging the Dork's not worthy? It's not as good as getting a Saga back here. Obviously, if they top deck creativity, it's... I should have pinged last turn. Just missed this stupid Turn the Earth. Just have a Scalding Tarn. I have another Bolt, okay. I have 2 creature cards in my exile. Another Saga I can pick up also. Let's do this main phase, trigger the Steelseeker. Get back Daredevil. Don't have the Tyvar in play anymore. I can graveyard this, help with the Grist ultimate too. Yeah, I think we just Saga again. I am, yeah. I go to 100 Burden every year. So they're 1 mana short of Archon. What a crazy match this has been. Another Steelseeker is an interesting draw. So I do think I want to make a Saga token. Although I could have maybe like held off on the decision because I do have the second Saga, and I don't think I'm making 2 tokens here. Definitely getting a cookbook, trigger Steelseeker, graveyard, plus this. Oh, we got 2 tokens. That's so lucky in this deck. We're so unlikely to get to do that. Yes, I think we'll just go cast Steelseeker, cast Asmo, or discard, cast Asmo. Maybe now we ping a token. Also, like, you know, picking up a Saga's good. I think we've got all good options. You've had a lot of Asmo stuck in hand this league with only Cookbook as a discard outlet. We have 4 finales as Asmo enablers, which gives you the density of Asmo enablers you need. I think like, you know, it's very easy to have Asmo stuck in your hand after you get hit at Sugud also, which is like what happened to us the last 2 games. But like you basically always have it stranded in your hand after this card is cast. Have they cast Creativity at all? I can't remember. It's been a weird match. But they have an Archon in their hand. Okay. Well, we lost to... I keep forgetting. We lost to Yawgmoth, and we bounced back for a 4-1. Still so stuck. Oh, I feel like this is a sign. I feel like this is a sign.